favorite topics in one way, shape, or form, and it's about the working mother versus the at-home mother debate. And you know, that is so unproductive. You know, because a friend of mine once said to me, no one is ever going to, at-home mothers and working mothers are never going to agree, and she's probably right. But the idea, I think, and where she missed the mark, is to make each more comfortable with their decision. You know, if a working mother wants to stay home more, how can she do that? If an at-home mom wants to work more, how can she do that? And that's really why I'm doing this, because as women in this century, we don't have a lot of choices. You don't open up the one ads and see part-time for mothers, 20 hours a week. You don't see that, and we got to start creating it because it's out there for us, and they will give it to us, but we got to ask for it. We got to go out and get it. And I think you mentioned something else that I didn't talk about. Just real quickly, some of the other positives about going back in the workforce that have nothing to do with it being a financial decision. And I want you to keep in mind that staying home probably wasn't a financial decision, was it? Because when you stay home, you're missing out on your paycheck. So don't make going back to work a financial decision either. And just because you're paying a babysitter now, today, and you're not really netting anything, that's not a good enough reason not to go back. If you want to start to go back for those reasons that we talked about, go do it, because down the road, you won't be paying a babysitter. Your children will be in school. It's an investment that's worthwhile. The other thing, too, in my experience, you know, getting back into it a little bit more, is that you force yourself to, and women say this, I don't know if you agree with it or not, but that you're actually more productive at home when you have a job. I don't know if you buy that. I found it to be the case with me. Yeah? You know, just because you have the 2 hours, you got to get everything done. But let's face it, I'm not getting a lot of stuff done. No way am I getting done what I got done when I was home all day. There's no way. And there's benefits to your family for that. So that's a sacrifice. Things are going to change. And I think that's what I was trying to tell you. But the other good parts of it is that for some reason, your children have to get more independent. And maybe that has something to do with the fact that I'm making them do their own laundry. I don't know. But I can't do it anymore. So it forces me to force them to get more independent. Let me just sum up here. You have to evaluate your position, and the most important thing that I hope you take away from this is that Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Okay, you have needs too, and yes, you are the mother in your family, and you have to always, you know, people say put your family first. I want you to remember that you are a part of your family, right? And we forget that a lot. We are part of, so whatever's going to make us happy and fulfilled is going to trickle down to our kids. And if what's important is to stay home and take care of our children and provide that security for our husband and our wife, that's great and that's terrific. And finding your fulfillment in other areas, which women, I'm finding, do. If it's something else, if you want a little bit something for yourself, do not feel guilty. Take that first step. Try to get out there, talk to people, and see if you can, just see if you like it. That's another thing too. We have this mentality that once we get in a job, we have to keep it. Oh no. I'm not saying take a job that you know you're going to quit. I'm just saying that you don't have to feel like you're locked into a position. Take it, try it on. See if it works for you. See if it's something that you want. Take a job in a company that you have an interest. If you like decorating, go to an interior design firm. Tell her that you'll do her orders for her. Go to, if you're into newspapers, if you like to write, go call a newspaper and say, hey, what do you got? You know, that's going to get you